Wow. Thank you. I'm blessed. Like I said, thank you for giving the opportunity to be here. And here again, Julio alcoholic. Uh, it was a wonderful weekend last weekend. Friday, I turned 7 because I actually secretary on Spanish-speaking meetings on Tuesday nights. There's one of the leaders in there says that when we get to AA, it's like we're reborn again. So it seems like I was celebrating 7 years of living Friday because it's hard to go out there and then be suffering from alcohol. Sometimes we think we got it made. I'm speaking for myself. I always have been blessed to got good friends around me, good jobs. But I was missing the most important thing is being in my faith and peace with God Almighty. I know we're all different, but I truly believe in God. But I kind of when I had a loss, my dad, and it's just I hit rock bottom. And that's not an excuse for me to heavily drink, but that was what I thought it was the way out. And it's hard to admit, that you have a problem because the help is all everywhere. The only problem is I wasn't paying attention. I always try to blame somebody else for my mistakes, and I was denying myself the truth about all the wrongs I was doing. But it only takes about a second to see you in the mirror and reflects who you really are, and really if you really want to be doing something for yourself, because I think that's what really matters. A lot of times I felt like I was alone, and you know it's it's hard. But once you get to a good friends and people like Greg and I work with that recovered alcoholic, which is he's still in a way he's still good craziness, but he's the one who actually started talking to me about how he became sober and how he looked for the help. And then I got me thinking a little bit. It's like, I really want this for my life. Am I really that worthless? Because that's what I was feeling, going downhill. And I had 3 boys, and I call them the age of a sponge, 13 years old, they suck everything they see. And I didn't want that for my life. I didn't want that for my kids neither. So I looked in the mirror one night after doing part of my stupid things, and I said, this is not who I am. This is not what I want to be. And I finally took that step and walked into a place where they welcome me like you guys did. Stranger walking in the front door, and they made me feel like I was important. And that's what really matters. When you're down rock bottom, and the least thing I wanted is people tell me I just a nobody. For them, I was a special guy. I mean, that meeting was for me. It felt me important. It's like, wow, people don't know me. They're like they're my best pals right now. And because out there you've got friends, they know you for the night. The next morning they see, they don't even know who you are. And you're hogging them. You're telling them you're like my brother to me. I'll go to battle for you. I'll kill somebody for you. The next morning they look at you. Who's this punk? It's like he knows me. I never met him. It's like, dude, you literally were crying together. Like you're my best pal. It's like, no, I don't. It's like, yes, you are. You just were spending so much time with them. I thought you guys knew for life. You were like, you grew together. It's like, no. It's like, oh boy. Like, what have I done? And then they said we all have to hit rock bottom to really appreciate living. And that's what I kind of start thinking about myself. Is like, this is not for me. This is not who I am. I mean, when I got married at 25, and I started drinking pretty much at 25. I mean,
Right away.
I think, yeah, yeah. So, I mean, I had a lot of, yeah, I had a lot of friends, but I think that, now that I think about it, I should have started the business of Uber because that's what they used me for. Because I wasn't drinking when I was high school, 21. I was a chauffeur. We used to go out and like I soda because I never had the taste for alcohol. But I now that I think about it, like damn, they use me because I was at Uber because they can drink anything they want as much as they want because they always have a ride home. But like I said, had that I lost my dad, and it just adds an excuse for me to go wild because I felt that nobody will blame me for it. I guess it'll feel self pity for myself. Like that's the worst feeling you could have for yourself because I started losing the respect on my own respect. That's the worst thing I could ever happen to a person when you lose your own respect, your own love, self-love, and you don't love yourself, but you want everybody else to love you. That doesn't work because you have to start loving yourself so you can learn how to love each other or love the rest of them. And then it's just I got lost, and then finally I walked to that door, and they felt like I was important. They start anytime you want, you come here. The doors open, doors open. It took a little while, uh, and then after 6 months, I start gathering more with the people in the club, and then next time, I know I'm sitting behind the desk, and I'm blessed that I had the opportunity to be part of this family because I feel like we're a family. I mean, we go separate ways. We don't see each other with my group on Tuesdays. I see them once, twice a week. But every time we see each other, it's like we really feel like they're really my friends, not the guys that I used to hang around when I was drinking, because they don't know me. I mean, if I go by there, it's like they look at who the heck is this guy? Like, okay. But if I go to my meeting, like, every time they see me, they're glad to see me, and it's a beautiful thing. And it's hard to admit that we can't be responsible for our own thoughts when you're drinking. We're a different person. I was a different person, and you know who's happy that I don't drink is my wife. I mean, it's hard to when you're going that path. It's eating out one day is enough, but eating every day because they don't want you at home and you're not more welcome at home. It's hard. But I'm doing great. I'm blessed, like I said, the opportunity the guys gave me, and I'm paying back more than what they needed to give me because they didn't have to give me anything, but they gave me all they had. They always tell me when I walk through the door, everything you see here is yours. You can't take it home, but it's all yours. Because I mean, the program is so wonderful and it's so abundant. It's just for me for the grabbing. I can grab whatever I need from the program, but I just be humble that I have to share with everybody else that it's has gone through the same thing I went, and I'm still going because this is not just. I guess they said it's no cure for alcoholism. You just pause it, and that's what I'm going every day. Every Tuesday I go and do my thing. I always take my pill because it's just like a pill that I got to take to keep my disease under control. Because all it is, I'm just pausing it, and then I'm working my best to just be a better person and try to help anybody that needs my help. The same way that they open the doors for me, I have the doors open for anybody that needs my help on Tuesdays. And then, like, keep telling what they told me once. Anything is here is yours. You can use it as long as you want. And if anything I can do for you, let me know. And those are the real true friends, not the ones you see outside that they tell you they die for you, and they're the first one to throw the punch and kick you while you're down. I've seen it happen. You're their best pal, but once the alcohol starts running in their system, they're the first one to kick your ass. Pardon my French, but they're the first one to throw the punch. And if everybody comes at you, they say, hey, I don't know the guy. I just met him outside. It's like, really? You just told me 20 minutes ago you died for me. Now I'm a stranger. So, but once I walk to the AA, they're my friends. I have a friend right here who tells me every time he sees me, he worries about me doing what the program says, doing great, and try to be best, I guess. But it takes 24 hours, and thank God Almighty, this 24 hours there were a battle, but I survived, and I'm thankful and I'm grateful, and I'm just hoping that He gives me another chance to wake up tomorrow and be blessed. I don't ask for anything else, just give me a chance to wake up in the morning and leave the rest to me. I learned that from being in AA, that it's, you just grab whatever comes your way and make the best of it, and don't be ungrateful. Try to share with everybody else, because sometimes we're feeling the same pain, because this is, as they said, it's personal, but we all go through the same problem stages of being hurtful on our hearts. And sometimes they said that a word, it hurts more than if you slap somebody, he'll forget, but if you say something out of your mouth, it'll be there forever. So I have to watch what I said, and I'm learning every day to be a better person, and I'm, like I said, I'm blessed to be here, and I'm blessed to be part of this big family. And I'll be here as long as they can have me, because I'm doing my best. I know it's not all depends on me, so that's what I put all my effort, and I look up to the sky and say, God Almighty, give me the strength. Show me the door, and I'll do my best to cross that door and be on the other side. I don't want to be back anymore. I already was in the dark. I just want to see the light. And it feels great. Feels great to be here. Like I said, I was born 7 years. I'm 7 years old right now, because I'm 46, and then 7 years old because I just was reborn 7 years ago. Because I was going hard. It doesn't took much for me to go downhill. A lot of my fellow friends at my group says, oh, I was for 25 some years. It didn't take much. I'm a short guy. I only took a little pint and I was done. And it took a little time for me to go from A to bottom, and it's not good. And I don't want to be there no more. I know how it feels, and I hate to be there. It's not that I don't say it. I wish I had a magic wand that says I won't be there, but I'm doing my best, because I put all my effort and my mind and my soul, but I leave it to God Almighty. He's the one who's going to help me and give me the strength to keep pushing. Like the boss says, just keep push through, and then I'll be here anytime I get the opportunity, because this is a good place to be. Nowhere else I get the help that I was looking for. I thought I was be able to do it myself, but it didn't work. It didn't work. You always hit the end of the wall, and like you're just lost. And then I'm thankful, grateful to be here, and then thank you for the opportunity. And then if anybody feels like talking Spanish and going to Anaheim, I welcome you in my place. That's what my boss says. Are you going to talk to them in Spanish? He said, I don't think they're going to like me. They're going to kick me out of the door. Like,
Try for a minute or two.
yeah. Patch Greg said, don't even think about it, because Tom is the first one that's going to kick you out the door. So thank you guys again. Appreciate it, and I'm blessed.